Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday morning coffee stream. I am in Gorgrond, I believe it is. Yes, Gorgrond in Warlords of Draenor area zone. Um, I did not make it all the way with this character to set him up and be ready for the mount farm that we have going on and planned for the stream today. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure that everything is set as it should be. Okay. Before I venture in to the lair with my first character, we gotta go say hi to the Shaw of Anger. And I almost made it all the way there with my priest this morning as well. I didn't have a ton of time to sit up before the stream as I usually have. I usually have a good half an hour or so. But I decided I wanted to go for a run before I started the stream, and so everything became sort of pushed a little bit, and I was having my breakfast while I was setting up the stream. So, it's a good morning. It's a very, very good way to start the day for me. How is everyone? I am so happy it's the weekend. It's it's been a long week. It's been a really long week, and I'm here again finally. I was looking forward to streaming again so much since the very, very nice stream that we had on Tuesday. It was amazing actually. So many people showed up and we celebrated the recent affiliate status here on Twitch. It's quite amazing. I still can't really wrap my head around the fact that both here and on YouTube now I can start actually growing the channel in terms of, well, you can get the economical means now to improve things, like save up for a new camera, save up for. I still need a stream deck. Right now I'm just using my buttons, my OBS, my Twitch navigation tools to get everything sort of set up and all good. And it would be an improvement with a stream deck, not gonna lie. It would be nice. I did want one for Christmas. I was hoping maybe someone would help me, like my family, but that wasn't the case, and it was fine. Now I'm here. I also took that small break from streaming for a while to just sort of figure out my life. What what am I doing? What do I want to do? And also sort of just settle into things and have things calm down a little bit. And it sorted itself out. I stopped it in time before stream and YouTube became less fun than it is. It became more of a chore because that's absolutely not my intention with the game, and absolutely not the intention with the channel I have. It's because I enjoy my time here, and now I do that again. It's my happy space, if that's what you want to call it. So I'm having a great time these days streaming. And on that note, do note that I have added an extra stream next week on Thursday. There's two reasons for that. One, there is holidays in Denmark. And I thought, well, holidays means I don't go to work. I might as well just stream. And two, I have been thinking, because there's this big gap between Tuesday and Saturday, I'm actually impatient for Saturday to come because I want to stream. Ergo, I thought to myself, I gotta put in another stream. If I'm at this point where I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs on a Thursday and thinking, well, I might as well stream, then I might as well stream. So I'm setting up that stream on Thursday, so there's going to be 3 streams next week, and if that goes well, I want Thursday to become a permanent thing. So we go back to streaming 3 days a week, as I did initially when the channel was young and we were on YouTube. This coffee tastes amazing this morning. I've been cutting down on coffee at work because I've been I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but I feel quite uncomfortable at work, sort of physically uncomfortable, even though there is no big difference in sort of sitting down. Well, I sit slash stand up all day for 8 hours, right? Which is fine. And that usually doesn't give me any trouble with my stomach or physical discomfort or anything. But there is something that makes me incredibly uncomfortable. And I can't figure out, is it coffee? Is it too much rye bread? Is it just me being in the same position? Do I need to sort of start walking around the office more? I already think I do that. So I'm trying to cut down on the coffee because this coffee that they make in the office is insanely strong. I really enjoy my coffee strums, so I love it. But it can get too much for your poor old stomach. So yesterday, I had my first day of starting out with black tea instead. We do, fortunately, have a lot of tea in the cupboards as well at work. So I just went on the tea wagon, and to be honest, it went fine. It went really well. There wasn't a big difference, and I felt better. I actually did. So, but the coffee that I have usually on weekends by myself is not as strong as a different type of coffee, and it doesn't affect me as much. So I can drink 3 cups or so without it being too bad. It's small cups though. I have a tendency to pour myself a cup, drink half of it, throw the other half out because it grows cold, then get a new cup, drink half of it, throw the other half out. I don't do that as much as home because I take small cups, so 3 small cups. There must be something with coffee makers though, where they make the coffee different. Because it's so strong at work. It's so strong, and they do use a lot of beans. But there is also a lot of water to set beans because they make an entire pot at a time because there's so many employees who need their coffee in the morning. And I do feel like I use a lot of coffee as well. Not a lot, but a decent amount of coffee as well. But it just tastes completely different. And I'm thinking it must be the coffee machine and the way that the water drains through. I don't know. Well, good morning. How do you pronounce that? The Guan Guandad. Please help me. I butchered that. Thank you for being here. Good morning. How was your Saturday? Taigondot. Taigondot. Is that right? Names. As long as I don't kill myself. Okay, Taekwondo. I'll note that. Thank you. As long as I don't butcher myself as I did on Tuesday, we're all good. Good morning, Ronko. How are you? Oh, as you've got the emotes. The real ones, the channel emotes are in the works with my friend. So they should be here as soon as she gets them done. She told me she doesn't usually make animals, but she did make that beautiful stoat that we have as the icon for the channel here and on YouTube. So I've got good faith. But there's gonna be 5 to 7 emotes for you, and then I've got some badges as well. I decided on autumn leaves. These maple leaves that we all know and love as the badges for the channel. It was a bit obvious. So there's going to be these different maple leaves in different colors depending on how long you've subscribed to the channel here on Twitch. I'm doing great, thank you. How are you? I'm also doing great, thank you. It's the weekend. I've been on a run this morning. It was amazing. I thought I was going to run in the rain because it was raining. I pulled apart the curtains in the morning. It was quite bright outside, so I pulled apart the curtains and I went, "Oh, I have not mentally prepared myself for it to be raining." But now I've put on my running clothes. I've set myself up in my mind to go running before I have breakfast, before I start streaming. So now it's going to happen. And miraculously, the rain disappeared. And it was not sunny, so I didn't even need sunglasses, but it was bright and it was nice and everything smelled amazing. And now it's raining again. So it was just perfect timing for the run. I've had a nice breakfast, some of my homemade bread with some tsubulan, I believe is the word for it, that my friend sent me from Japan, which is red bean paste. Okay, no dice on the mount this time. I did get a blood spirit. That's useful. So I'm just gonna go back to the trade district in my bank gold here. So I had that for breakfast, and now I'm having coffee, and I'm streaming, and I've been looking forward to the stream this entire week, and I've been incredibly impatient, and just wanted to get back to you guys. And I was sitting in the office at work, fingers just itching to do some kind of work on the video or some kind of streaming, some kind of work related to the channel, and I couldn't. The only thing I could do was write the recent post that I put up on YouTube and think about what I wanted to say for the next stream and think about what I wanted to do for the next video and such. I wish I could sit down and actually work on my video, but I don't think it's a very good idea that I get concentrated and focused on making a video for my YouTube while I'm at work for something else. Wish I could, but unfortunately, it'll have to wait till I get home. I hope to get a big chunk of work done on the video this weekend. It's the plan, at least, to have the script done today. And then I can start the recording tomorrow, which tends to be my favorite step. Is the voice recording. The writing of the script tends to be quite... What? Excuse me. What are you doing over there? Are you gonna come, or just hanging out? There is something with the hunter pets these days. They are a bit buggy. We were doing some dungeons yesterday, and one of my guildies, he just had all the issues you could, all the trouble that you can potentially have in dungeons. Like, his pets were disobedient and left him and then came back at a weird time, unpredictably. His he fell off the edges. He got knocked into oblivion. His weapons went disrepair, so all of a sudden he didn't have weapons to use. It was just a mess. How much chilling they were. How has your week been, guys? Has it been okay? Has it been eventful? I wish mine had been eventful. I unjammed it last time. It's thank you. It's really good that we're finally getting some rain here. And I honestly have missed a cozy, rainy weekend. I love the sun, don't get me wrong. I love the D vitamin, and it's bright, and it's nice, and it smells amazing, and it's all the flowers are blooming. But, you know, there's nothing that beats spring rain. I was supposed to get some thunderstorms because of the higher temperatures that we gotten recently, was gonna add some good air pressure and give us some thunderstorms, but we haven't really had any. I'm secretly sitting here hoping for a thunderstorm in the weekend so I can just bundle up and play WoW and drink tea and enjoy the thunder, even though it tends to be a little bit dangerous, like with electricity and thunder. The week was nice. That's good to hear. It's always good to hear. I was wondering if any of you guys know anything about USB issues on a desktop computer. So I got a bit of a fright today. I turned on my computer to set things up and get ready for the stream after my run. And I turned it on and turned on the screens and turned on the sound. And you could hear that the computer was working to turn on and then turned off. And I was thinking, well, that's weird. You're not supposed to be booting. If you're turning off, something's wrong. So I tried to turn it on again. And at that time, my screens had had enough time to turn on so I could actually see what was happening. And it said that the USB port was sort of overcharged, or the USB that I had plugged into the USB port required more power than the port could provide. And I've never heard that before with any of my USB things. I've got a keyboard, I've got my mouse, I've got my microphone, I've got my camera, and I've got a fifth thing that I can't really place anywhere. I think maybe my... No, I don't really know. What's the fifth? There's 5. I've not really had any issues with them before. I have had some trouble with my mouse sort of being... When I turned the computer on, it was reacting weirdly. It was more sensitive or less sensitive, so it was kind of clunky, kind of all over the place. It's been like that with this mouse since I got it, both on my laptop and my desktop. So I was wondering if it was that. So what I did was I pulled out all the USB things, except my keyboard. I took the keyboard out and plugged into a different USB port in my motherboard instead of my graphics card. And the keyboard worked fine, but then when I tried to plug in, I've got this what do you call it, USB gatherer, USB dock, where you put in your USBs and then you only have one USB to plug everything out and into the computer. And I tried plugging that into the motherboard as well, and then it gave me that message that the USB required more power than the port could give it. And I couldn't use anything. Nothing worked, not even the keyboard. So it was really, really odd, and I couldn't figure out exactly, was it the USB dock that was something wrong with? Was it my keyboard, or was it my mouse? I have a feeling it's the mouse, because it's always been a little bit weird. But it could also be the dock. The dock wasn't expensive, so I'm thinking, well, maybe if there's something up with the dock the dock can't handle all the USB that I plug into it, and it then overcharges. But right now then, I have plugged my USB dock and my keyboard into the USB on the motherboard, and that seems to be working now. I don't have any issues now. But I gotta be sure what it is, because I don't want to crash my graphics card on my motherboard just because I want to plug in the USB dock, or my mouse is weird. But I don't want to give my mouse up either if there's some issue with that, because it's not easy to get this Logitech mouse. I had a problem where I had to unplug my keyboard till the PC started up, because if I didn't, the PC wouldn't load the screen up. Yikes. That's also bad. So there was some disconnect between the screen and the keyboard in your case. I gotta have a talk with one of my guildies. He also helped set up this desktop with me, so I'm gonna have a He knows everything. So I'll ask him, see if he's got the answer to it. Because again, I don't want to fry my motherboard or my graphics card because they were difficult to get my hands on. And this computer is... How old is it at this point? A year? No, not even. Not even a year. Half a year? Hey, kitty, how are you? You got you some food. We had a fight this morning. Usually I tend to wake up when she wants to come up and cuddle in bed with me in the morning on weekends, but I didn't this morning. So when I woke up, she was already in my bed, lying next to me, which was really nice. But the way that she woke me up was by biting my hand, and I, in sort of half asleep, half shocked state, sort of pushed her away to sort of show her I don't like you biting my hand while I'm sleeping. And I think what was going on was that my hand was just lying there and she was being overly affectionate. She does that, tend to do that, where she sort of lightly gnaws on your hand without it hurting. It just sort of nibbling. But in my half asleep state, I didn't want that. I was like, stop biting me. So when I pushed her away, she could also have done it in playfulness, the biting. So when I pushed her away, she started really getting into battle. And she just held on to my hand and was gnawing with her one canine. All her other canines are gone. And it hurt me, so I was, I got a little more rough with her in sort of telling her that's not okay, and sort of pushed her out of the bed and refused to let her come back. Just put up my blanket, like, you're not getting back in here. I'm mad at you. Don't bite me. And I felt so bad afterwards. I was lying there, coming to my senses, thinking, well, she might not initially have done it to hurt me. She was just playful. It was really bad time to be playful because I was sleeping. But I still felt bad. So I was lying there for a second thinking, okay, I'm gonna let her settle down and myself settle down. And I walked into the living room. It was 5 a.m. in the morning. And luckily she forgave me, and then I picked her up and brought her to bed with me, and she went back to sleep, and I went back to sleep, and we're friends again. But she tends to do that old cheeky lady. Wakes me up in the morning like that, and then like she was wrestling my arm. My hand was really, really hurting. I was wondering what she'd done to me, because it was like someone had dropped something really heavy on my hand, and I was clenching and unclenching it to sort of get that stiffness out. And she just gnawed her canine deep into my hand. There was this deep mark in that one canine. Yeah. So violent. Good morning, George. Glad to see you here. Yes, the impenetrable energy field, the blanket. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. She got the picture. Oh man. It was sometimes she can be quite scary. When I was younger, I was a child, so maybe have pushed her boundaries at times, and she would. I don't know if it was about assessing her dominance or showing that she had had enough, but she did have a tendency to sometimes get really sort of how do you describe it? Domineering in a way, or trying to be scary, trying to sort of scare me into by attacking me. She's jumped on my back a couple of times. And she would she would start attacking my arm, and I would push her away and, you know, take her, like that extra flesh that young cats have in the back of their necks. I would take her with that and sort of throw her away. And she would not back down. She's never been a cat to back down from anything, and still isn't. Some of the trouble that she got in my parents' garden was with younger male cats, because she just didn't want to back down. This 19-year-old skinny little lady not backing down. So she would sit and stare up at me, and her ears would be flat to her head, and she would just, you could just see in her eyes, I'm gonna jump straight up into your face any second. And she would use that threatening meow, you know, that they use against other cats. And I was seriously scared when I was younger of that demeanor. So that's sort of what we had here. Even if I grab her and throw her out of bed, she is not backing down. She's sitting there. I'm gonna get back into bed and I'm gonna catch you. And all I can do is put up the blanket as a defense. Back when I was younger, I think we would get a newspaper or pillow or anything that would be close and sort of just put it up on front. Just sort of like put it in her face. Like, you're not, there's a wall in front of me. There's a newspaper protection. We would never hit her. Just, I'm gonna put that out there. We never hit her, but like a wall. was my only defense. There's a possibility that we'll have dark ranges, nothing confirmed. Oh, you've seen that video from Tellius and Inevitable, where he's talking about the chance that they're hiding something from us. It's so exciting. I can't wait. I hope... I at this point, I don't even care if it's dark ranges. Just them having a secret that they're not telling us about. And they're encrypting things, and they're being all, hey, hey, hey. We could show you, but we don't. It's gonna be a surprise. Just great move, Blizzard, if it's actually a thing. It could be not a thing. But if it is a thing, good move. Really good move. They also did talk about, in recent interviews, about Dragonflight, how they were trying to figure out a way to keep things secret for longer. So people couldn't data mine to the extent that they are now, because things would be more encrypted. Hey, sorry I'm late. I've been at my father. No worries. No worries, no worries. Thank you for being here, Vanya. Happy Saturday. Let's see if we're getting a mount today. That would be nice. I've been dying. I've been dying to start a new character and leveling. I've been seeing people leveling up while in Stormwind and stuff, and getting that, you know, that white light around them. And I'm just thinking, I want that to be me. I want to level a character. Are they working on the next MMO, maybe? Cat, don't stand in the corner and stare at me. My words above all things. I see you have redeemed some channel points. I gotta think about if we should do something fun with those channel points. It would be interesting to be able to redeem them for something other than just highlighting a message. I know some people, some streamers use them to sort of change their lights or act something out or do something particular in the game. But I'm thinking of taking like a thing at a time with this channel. First, we've got the emote and the badges. That's priority number 1. Then I gotta set up some kind of subscription program on YouTube. Get that all good and done. And then I should consider finally getting that Patreon I've been thinking of getting. and have some special perks for patrons. Sit down, George. You may be a mod, but I also have channel points. Battle of the highlighted messages. I see all your messages anyway, though. Most of the time. I do miss one once in a while, and I feel incredibly bad about it. Is that an orc? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, he did. I was thinking of saying, oh, so this morning or afternoon or whatever time it is on your end, what are you? Whoops, that was a train. What are you drinking at the moment? How many of you have got coffee? Told you to get coffee. Did you? Gotta top off this coffee. Top off this coffee. It's getting cold. Okie dokie. I'm gonna have real full bags in a minute. Where am I going? Going down to the Iron Sisters. Don't need that. And I could learn that. She's just a follower of the dancer trade. What is that? Throw that one away. It doesn't worth much. What's that? What's that? Yeah, you can jump on there. I know that there's stuffed animals in the way. Did you poop? Yeah. She's hilarious. Whenever she's been to the bathroom, she just goes mildly nuts and runs around the apartment meowing. She goes completely hyper. It's the funniest thing. I'm so much lighter now. I'm gonna act crazy. I'm having such a good time with this cat. I'm never bored. Me? Always. I got coffee. Well, my breakfast is coffee, my lunch coffee, my dinner coffee, and my blood is 90% coffee, so a bottle of water. That's good. We're all on the coffee train this morning. What up, cat? Do you want to join? You're sitting on the corner of the bed like you want to join. Don't you dare step over the computer. You want up? You can. Where's my pets? I haven't noticed. Yeah, get away. Get away. No stepping on the computer. Little wobbly cat. There we go. I've got my bottle of water too. So, oh, I've completed the set with what glows. Nice. Nice. All right. Thought you were asking the cat if you wanted to join for coffee. Do you want coffee? I don't think you like coffee. You. No. No, you. It's quite funny whenever she's interested in what I'm eating. Usually it's something that she likes as well, but it could be like a piece of apple or a banana or a coffee, and she'll be very interested, like, what you got there? Are you gonna share it with me? And then I ask her, like, do you want this piece of banana? And she goes, no, 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 Yeah, how could you even eat this yourself, human? I'm gonna go far away because my nose hurts. Some gives her coffee instead of water. Oh, that's why she's so crazy whenever she's been to the bathroom. No. Sometimes my cat tries to steal my bread. It eats your bread. That's quite something. My cat has never eaten my bread. She's eaten my cheese and my butter, but never the bread. She just like stuff like pancakes. You can eat that. And then shocked the cat is hyper. Surprise Pikachu face. Surprise Pikachu. And what do you want? I know there's not much space between me and the desk and the keyboard. Oh, I almost ran into the lava there. You're not. This cat is not distracting me at all. What are you talking about? Yeah. What's that you got? You got a little piece of a crumb. Did you eat my bread? Can you sit still? That's good. Good kitty. Oh. Hey. Is that nice? She usually can't really figure out how to settle down on my lap on this chair. Hmm? Because I don't. Maybe I'm too bony. There's not enough space between my lap and the desk. Oh man, I brushed you yesterday, but there's still hair everywhere, isn't there? Hmm? Right, Mr. Blackhand. We've now been here 28 times. Are you gonna give me... Okay, you want off? Yeah. Ooh, get this back into place. I think I need to operate on my chair again soon. I need to play the chair surgeon again. And what that means is that there's hair stuck in the wheels. So I gotta get that. Gotta turn the chair around and cut it out because long hairs tend to get twirled all the way around. See, this looks like a rhinoceros and I hate it. Okay, no mount. And I am gonna just log out as we are. That doesn't make a difference. And now we find out she ate your bread. I don't think she did, but you never know if she found a crumb or two on the floor. This coffee pot is not amazing. I gotta get a new one. There is something up with the lid. So whenever I pour, it just splatters a bit everywhere. So, I gotta be really careful. I don't get it on my keyboard and on my microphone and everywhere else. Like this hair is everywhere else now. Okay, I vacuumed the other day. I need to dust off today. Right, so this character I did not get out to Blackrock Foundry. Oh, I should turn in my calling over here. Because I just didn't have the time to put several characters out. I wonder why the Survival Hunter was back in Bastion. Because I think we just left her in Blackrock Foundry, didn't we? Or did I take her back? I was supposed to leave characters there so we could get it done quickly today as well, but so much for that. Didn't happen. So, Dark Rangers, though. Give him to us. dark ranges, and I don't know, what would you call, not light forged undead, but undead like Kalia Menethil, looking that way instead of being all bony and all decayed. Would that be a thing too? Like have an undead skin? I'd love it though. Give it. Be a good move, Blizzard. Everyone's been asking for it. I have been asking for it. Question is, if I have any characters I would turn into Dark Rangers. Definitely that new hunter I made. I would level the heck out of that character if I could at least just make it look like a Dark Ranger, just customization wise, not even the class. That league though said new allied race, so it would be a race in itself. The Dark Rangers are not a class. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? And I think that would also work out better than having it at a class now that I think about it, because you could customize. It would again just be elves, so it would be more of a customization thing, and you could just have them be whichever class you preferred them to be, which would be much easier for Blizzard than making a new class entirely. It's much more work associated with the class balancing. I want more customizations options for all races. I agree, George. Especially for Void Elves and Nightborn. We have gotten a little bit for the Nightborn, and we have gotten a little bit for the Void Elves. You can actually make them look like High Elves now. But the limitation to phases, to hairstyles, to hair colors, it's not good enough yet. It's really not. I need more of the like Blood Elves got a lot of customization options now. Why are they not so for the allied Void Elf race as well? New allied race. It's gonna be Tuskar, and we will be chunky ones. I think if we're gonna have Tuskar, we're probably not gonna have them until Dragonflight, because we haven't actually found the Dragon Isles yet, where these Tuskar live. So I'm not gonna say we're never gonna get them. We might, but I'm just saying that I don't think we're gonna get it in this patch. Light Forger. They have 3 customizations. Light Forge Draenei? They have more now, don't they? They've actually got really nice hair colors. But yeah, there's some classes where you really want to have them look even more personalized. That's why I've got so many Night Elves these days, because I can make them look so different. There's so many options for Night Elves these days, and I love it. However, please make a male Night Elf face that isn't super angry. Like, give us some kind looking Night Elf man. Seriously, why do they gotta look so angry all the time? Oh, I'm gonna go into balance. Lightforged Human Sea. Oh, I would like that. You would have Terralian like humans. You would be all over that, George. You would have a blast. That would be a paladin thing, though, wouldn't it? I would see them as being quite limited to which classes they could play. Like, you can't have a light forged human be a Death Knight, for instance, I'm thinking. Or Warlock, for that matter. Or maybe you could. The world's your oyster. It's only my Warlock's got the skip still. Oh, we just need one more on this character, then we have the skip. Wait for me! No, wait! Okay, we got it. Light Force Void Elf. I think we draw the line right there. That the world is not that much of an oyster. Hmm. I'm I'm the mod. um Bindozer? Bindozer? I have now allowed your message to come through. Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I have just I've just told Twitch to block some certain category of words, so it's extra cautious. I didn't do anything. You're all good, George. Twitch did something. Twitch blocked it, and I accepted it. Hmm. Fight me. Yeah, Vanko's all around. Um, he's always here. Let's say yeah, he's the one you should be should be fighting. Okay. Oh, I've got another cat story I didn't tell you about because like she just makes my life so much funnier. I have this terrace that sort of goes across the apartment a little bit. So if you're standing on the terrace to the furthest left, you can actually see the person from the window in my bedroom. Thank you for disorientating me. That was very nice. Um, and vice versa. So if you're in the bedroom, you can see if there's someone standing on the furthest left of the terrace. And the other day, I was I was just waving the cat, getting the cat hairs out of the blanket from the sofa, and my cat was lying in her cat bed in the window in my bedroom. And she must have seen me standing there because I went into the bedroom afterwards and she was staring up the window to where I'd been standing, very, very confused. And I found it so funny. I went back to the terrace around and I got eye contact with her, and she could not figure out what I was doing up there. And I went back into the bedroom and said hi to her, and she was all sort of, "Hi, but weren't you just up there?" And then she went and turned to me, and then she looked up to the window. It's like, "Were you not just standing on the other side? Is there two of you?" She was so confused. It was the best. Um, the light shines on all of us. Also, I don't think any of us owns Autumn, so fighting won't get you anything. Exactly. No one owns me. I own me. My cat owns me. I think she thinks she does, at least. Oh man. But that was just the best thing. She could not put together that the apartment was connected in that way. So, how did you just get from out there to in here? Ah. I mean, I'm a bit mean, but it's completely harmful. Or harmful is it's completely harmless. It's two of you and only one feeding. Yeah. Yeah, it's completely harmless for her to just confuse her a little bit sometimes. Oh goodness. I need to decide. I forgot something. No, I haven't been on this end. It's completely harmful. Slip of the tongue. I need to decide whether today is the day I make burgers or whether it's tomorrow. Whether I go shopping for burgers today or tomorrow, because I made some tuna steaks yesterday and I could only eat one of them, so I've got one left. And I was not initially planning to have leftovers today. I was planning to have burgers. That's what I've been craving all week. But you know, I don't like having leftovers in the fridge for too long like this. But I guess a tuna would be fine. I don't really know. I'm not really sure with fish sometimes. Sometimes it's better to just eat it first. I do want to go shopping for the burgers today, though. I might as well. And my plants are doing very well. My ginseng bonsai is finally returning to its former glory. He's looking much, much better than he did in the photo I put up on Twitter. It was getting better, but I'm gonna tell you, if you ever get yourself a Figures ginseng tree, do, for goodness sake, spray it on its leaves with water. It loves it. He is just blossoming. He is just... he's doing so well just because of a bit of water on his leaves. Why not have both? Because I can't eat that much, Funko. I can't eat both a tuna steak and a burger. I mean, I could put this tuna steak in the burger, but then it would be a different kind of burger. And I want one with beef and with bell peppers and ketchup and brown onions. That's what I've been dreaming about for this entire week. And then some homemade oven roasted potatoes. And I'm not even hungry, and I'm already talking about this. Oh, I'm running out of coffee. And remember to put the furnace here. What else has happened in my WoW life this week? Not a lot. I've been busy. I've started doing islands. I think I mentioned to you that I was watching Eurovision last weekend. Was it last weekend? Must have been. And while doing that, I was doing some island expeditions, because you can't do something too complicated and watch Eurovision at the same time. And so I was doing some island expeditions. It takes a really long time to get all the doubloons you want, even if you're on mythic difficulty islands. But damn, it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun activity, and there's so many nice rewards you can get. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can get this. Bomb on me. Run. I can't make a druid yet because I don't decide if I'll be a night elf druid or a high mountain tauren druid. I'm having pizza today. Oh no, Funko! I've been craving pizza too, but I don't deserve it. I mean, I've had it recently, so no. I am planning what pizza I want next time. I'm dreaming about it next time. Next month I'll have pizza. But what are you planning to have for pizza? What do you usually put on? Don't say pineapple. Night Elf feels core natural to be druid, but Tauren looks very good too, like a druid. What Tauren are you thinking then? Oh, I don't know. Can you be High Mountain Tauren druid? I don't remember. Because that would be a sort of a bit of... They're a bit more agile in build, High Mountain Tauren, as far as I recall. So you could maybe do that. But I agree, Tauren look amazing as druids. Both look amazing as druids. This whole starry form looks amazing on Night Elves, whereas the Moonkin form looks better, I think, on Tauren. Okay, that's definitely not pineapple good. Engineer coming. There we go. Imagine a gigantic Tauren transforming into a bird. That's what's fun about it. They have amazing travel forms and whatnot as well. I mean, I do like the travel forms for all classes and stuff, but is it the trolls and the Tauren where I really like the travel form? The Taurens have this particular kind of... Oh, is it Taurens that have a moose? Or is it just a High Mountain Tauren that have a moose? But they've got these horns, I think, in flight form, don't they? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Corn, cheese, chili, peas, ham, and the obvious tomato sauce thingy. Peas and corn. You know, any other time, I would say no thank you. But paired with the ham and the chili and the tomato, it might actually be pretty good. Corn is a bit of a weird one, but you know, get your vegetables. I get it. There was one of my colleagues was talking about how his girlfriend had said, "Oh, I'm gonna make pizza tonight. What do you want on it?" And he said what he wanted on it. He wanted like a bunch of meats, like ham and pepperoni and sausages. And she then went, "Well, that I don't want. I don't want that." And then she just made something herself. She was asking, "What do you want on your pizza?" "Well, you can't have that." And she made a pizza with tuna, canned tuna, corn, and onions. And I get that some people like that, but I don't. Tuna on a pizza is weird to me. I can eat it. It's not the end of the world, but I much prefer something else. But I can see the peas and the ham. I can. Are you corrupted by void? The sauce is whispering to you. Well, I would take the corn rather than the pineapple, just saying. Pineapple on pizza is the work of Nasoth. I really hope we see him again. I miss him. I miss him. I miss him, and I was not around for... Oh, what's his name? Not Gahoon. The one who lingers in Ulduar. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, what is his name? I want to remember it. Yoxaron. I couldn't remember it. Yoxaron. I want to see more of him, because I wasn't here for his glory days. I wasn't here to take him down when he was live. I might be when Classic Wrath comes around, because I'm gonna play that. We're gonna stream that. Yoxaron. Oh, man. Not that way. Yeah. We got it. So, we technically haven't killed Joxeron. We've only pushed him back into his prison, right? I would love for him to come back. See him in renewed glory. Otherwise, I'll just see if I can't take him down in Wrath Classic. See if I can even have enough time for that. In terms of keeping up with both retail and with Classic. I don't know, but I do know I want to see if I can't at least do like some dungeons and maybe take down the Lich King. It makes a very nice pizza and is actually pretty standard over here to have corn on pizza. Oh, interesting. Pineapple and corn are a no-no for the light. What's next? Milk and pizza? Well, technically, you do have milk in pizza, because there's milk and cheese. So, just saying. You know, maybe Nasoth had a vision where all the old gods would be free in Azeroth, but for that to happen, he would have to lose. Oh, do you think so? That would be amazing. That would be... I hope that a lot of people we know then die. I hope a lot of NPCs and stuff die, so we actually feel the seriousness of the release of all the old gods. That would be absolutely pandemonium, and I would be here for it. I like choose your old god lord. Who do you want to worship? And whoever you choose, you'll get certain powers, and then you actually work as a secret agent for the good side, and you end up backstabbing your lord. I would definitely be here for that. That would be so much fun. I want to think that cause having an old god free and killing one patch. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Also because, I mean, he gave you the weapon to kill him. He planned this. He's not a dum-dum like the jailer is. I think if they want to do Classic Wrath right, they have to release it in a downtime for retail. We push Jaina into the old gods. I think they also will actually push it through a downtime because they're going to release it this year. And I'm pretty sure that Dragonflight is not going to come until next year. So while we are sort of having downtime with the last patch and whatnot, we can turn to Wrath. Push Jaina into the old gods. I'm here for it. I agree. I'll help. Be kind to Jaina. Jaina has just been too much. There's been too much Jaina. Jaina's fine, but... Hi, Autumn. Came across your YouTube videos and figured to check out your Twitch. Hello, Anthony. Thank you. Glad to have you here. And thank you so much for watching all the videos. I hope they helped you out in a certain way. We are currently doing some mount farming in Blackrock Foundry. I still don't have the Ironhoof Destroyer, the rhino that you get from Black Hand. I'm pretty sure it's the Ironhoof Destroyer. And we do a few mount farming streams once in a while. We've been doing Midnight. We've been doing Shah of Anger, which has not yet given us anything. But we got Midnight. We got the Blazing... No, we didn't get the Blazing Drake. We got the Blazing Drake, which was ridiculous. It was the first attempt or something. And we got the Onyxian Drake on stream. And... was there not another dragon? There was one more. Well, I don't know about you, but I think Gen's dead. Death is near. Oh. It might be, right? I could see why you'd say that. I hope not. I really like him. But he's also sort of served his purpose in the story, hasn't he? So it would make sense for him to be the next one to go. As awful as that sounds. It does make sense. How's the Ember Court going? Well, actually, I have been working on the Ember Court. It's not going amazingly. There are certain of the games, I don't know how many games you guys have tried during the Ember Court, but I had, you know, the games being the entertainment. You can choose different kinds of entertainment for your guests. And I had the one you get from Ardenweald, that Show of the Wild or something. It's these two Ardenweald stags on the picture of it. And one of the events that you then get during the Ember Court is you have to ride this Gorm through the Ember Court to somewhere, to its cage, I believe. And you have to sort of feed it along the way. You can't let it get captured by Ardenweald soldiers. You can't let it burrow itself. I spent probably half the Ember Court time trying to get this bloody Gorm back into its cage, and I couldn't. It was just impossible. I couldn't figure out the route. I don't like it at all. Otherwise, I think the Ember Court is going fine. I am almost friends with Sika and Pelagos and Clea. I've had Adrestes visit a couple of times as well. But I'm nowhere near getting the counters to visit. And I just wish I could do the Ember Court more often, and I wish I didn't have to go invite them every single time, the guests. I wish I wish I didn't have to go and ask Sika for Sika to tell me I've got too many chores, and me to then go and ask all her friends to please do Sika's chores so she can join me at the Ember Court. Because I've done that 5 times. I have to do it every single time. That's my biggest issue with the Ember Court. Otherwise, it's actually kind of fun. It's actually kind of fun, and I like that it's restricted to 10 minutes, so you don't waste an eternity drinking tea and guiding Gorms back to their cages. As it should be. The one from Blackwing. Yeah, that's the one from Blackwing. Blackwing, you mean the Onyxian Drake? Also, I want to see the conversation between Lorthamar and Kael'thas. Me too. Give it. By the way, no mount. No mount. Okie dokie. I have got a shit. Sorry, I've got a lot in my bags. I really want the Blades transmog from there, but I really don't know if the grind is worth it. The Blades transmog, you mean the, is it swords or warglaives, or? It's actually not difficult at all to get the weapon appearances. You get that even if your guests aren't insanely satisfied, they will give you weapon transmogs. The mount is just the most difficult one to get. I think it's worth it. You could just, if you remind yourself to do it once a week, it's just once a week. You can't do it more than once a week. So it's not an insane grind, which is also what I really like about it. But if you, in sort of entertainment value, if you compare it to Abominable Stitching or the Path of Ascension and Abominable Stitching are a lot more fun because you can do it every day. We gotta do some Path of Ascension on stream, actually. Because they've got some really nice rewards. Those black Kyrian sets are really good. Right, Warlock next. good transmog is always worth it. If you want transmog, it's worth the world break amount. We didn't get the world break amount on stream though. That's the anniversary event one. Green Blades Cape have to be exalted. Ah, you'll get there. It doesn't. You get a lot of experience, or not experience, reputation every time. Oh my god, I can't always keep it in. I usually can. I don't want to hearth back to where I already am. I'm gonna put this character on a flight mount between Stormwind, no, not Stormwind, between Ashan and that flight path near Blackrock Lane. And then I'm just gonna get up and take a quick break and put on the next ads while I'm away for those who cannot block those. Because that's the major minus about being an affiliate is the ads. You gotta manage the ads so they don't bother the viewers too much. I miss playing my warlock. I'm not gonna lie about that either. But I just don't have the energy to really push with my ults in keys and whatnot. I do it with my druid because that's fun, but otherwise not really. Okay, I'm gonna get up real quick and take a very short break while this 2-minute ad runs, and I'll be back with you. we go. I'm gonna put on my, what are they called? Home slippers? Warm slippers? Because it's raining. It's cozy. It's so dark outside. I love it. I'm here for it. Just makes me happy because I don't have to go out there. I can just sit here and drink coffee and chat with you guys and play WoW and do the thing that makes me the happiest. I'm just such a happy little, I don't know. I was talking to my mom the other day because I was just not having a good time at work. I was talking to my mom about it, and the contrast from when I spoke to her to now is just I definitely need to keep doing this because this is just elevating my mood up to where I exactly want to be. This is the person I want to be. I don't want to be that person that want to melt into the walls at work and sit in my little dark corner and have a look at my Excel sheets and look like some gremlin who doesn't want to be talked to because I don't want to be talked to. Like, Autumn, how much do we have left of such and such? What's the deadline for this? Why are you talking to me? It's the 6th of June. How long do you think it's going to be to get exalted? Well, if you do the Ember Court every week, well, it's going to get faster and faster because as you do more Ember Courts and as you get higher reputation, you can invite more guests. Because you unlock new things, you unlock more guests, you unlock more refreshments, more entertainment. It's gonna get easier and easier. So it's just the beginning that's a little bit boring and harsh because you can invite 2 guests and you get one option of entertainment, one option of refreshments. So it'll be easier. I would say the first month, because you only get 1 Ember Court per week. So the first month, the first 4 Ember Courts are going to be a little bit meh. They're going to be a little bit slow. But if you keep on top of it, if you keep doing your Ember Courts every week, if you get your guests just semi-happy every week, I would say, and then maybe also go to the Dark Moon Fair to get that reputation buff, to get more reputation. I would say, I haven't done it myself, so it's a little bit difficult. Maybe 3 months? And it sounds like a lot. It really does, but that is just because you can only do it once per week. I'm gonna just check my Demon Hunter after we do this, just to see how much reputation she has. I've done the Ember Court, I think, 4 times or something. And I'm I believe I'm revered because I've just unlocked the Dredger Butler. And I have been doing, or well, I haven't been doing, but I've been playing since Shadowlands came out, right? And I'm not exalted yet, so it is just about staying on top of it. And 3 months sounds like a lot, but like, don't... It's 10 minutes per week. Maybe 15, 20 minutes if you take into consideration the unlocking and inviting of the guests. But let me just check my Demon Hunter, see what her reputation is at the moment. I believe it's revered, and that's revered after 4 Ember Courts. So I'll just check for you. I have it in my bags of all my alts. What's that little thing? Is that bits? That's so cute! Thank you so much, Funko, for the bits. I appreciate it. I've never seen them as a little heart before. It's adorable. $3 months, but it doesn't take too many hours in a day. Exactly. You can do World Quest too? Really? Is there World Quests for the Ember Court? Or is that the Anima Conductor ones? When's the next YouTube video? It is in the works at the moment. So I'm hoping to finish the script today. It's a bit of a big one. I'm working on a guide for the Argent tournament, and it's a very long time ago. No mount for me this time. It's a very long time ago, so the content is quite old. There's a lot of guides on it, or not a lot of guides, but there's a lot of reading on it, on Wowhead and other sites, and a lot of information that I want to gather together and sort of boil down to a simple guide, a simple step-by-step thing to do. And there's also difference between Horde and Alliance, which quests you're given, which rewards are there. So it is a big video, but I am working on it. So it should be up no later than next week. Okay, next character. Let's go with this one. Didn't know they can be hot too. Had to try. That is so cute. Awesome, the office gremlin. You dare speak to me, human. It's the worst part though, because I have to coordinate everything. People do have to talk to me. They do have to ask me questions. And this week I have just been so much gremlin because I just didn't want to be there. I just didn't want anyone to talk to me. Some days were better. Let me just set this. We had, for instance, my boss wasn't at work 2 days, which helped. I could just sort of relax a little bit more in my work, if that makes sense, because I didn't feel like I was constantly having to show that I was doing a good job. I could just do a good job and have that be that. And then we had 2 birthdays as well, which meant cake. So we had cake for Thursday and Friday. I didn't really eat the cake on Friday because I thought to myself I'd rather save up for some homemade bread today and I bought some ice cream. I bought some Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and usually I'm not a big fan of Ben & Jerry's ice cream because it's nice. It's got all kinds of nice stuff in it. But the ice cream itself is just sort of okay. It's decent ice cream. It's not an awful ice cream. It's not the tri-colored ice cream, but time for me to go. Have a nice day. Thanks so much for stopping by, George, and have an amazing day and an amazing weekend. So the ice cream is fairly meh. It's there. So I usually don't get it that much. I also had a bad experience with... What ice cream was that? I don't remember what it's called, but it's one where they sort of mix the... You've got half and half. So you've got the brownie ice cream on one side and you've got the cookie dough ice cream on the other side. And I think the ice cream was old because the cookie pieces were just so dry. So I thought to myself, I'm not going to buy this ice cream again. But then they had some new variants in the store that I usually go to. They had this... Oh, I forget the name of it now. It's in my freezer. It's a caramel ice cream with pieces of brownie and chocolate cookies. And then it's got a salted caramel swirl, is what they described it as. I love caramel ice cream. So that's a big plus. I love salted caramel. And I like the brownie in the brownie ice cream. So I thought this is on sale. This is good. I'm craving ice cream. So that's also what I wanted to save up. And it's actually quite good. It's very sinful. It's very sweet. It's actually almost hurts your teeth. That's how sweet it is. But it's good. It's not an amazing caramel ice cream, but it's good. It's tasty. I need to find some kind of brand that makes really, really good ice cream. You know, ice cream where you get vanilla and you think this is the best thing I've ever had. I need to find a really decent vanilla ice cream. You need to set up a work WhatsApp group and be like, today I do not do human contact. right here, or return to the mess another day. Have a nice one. P.S. One word towards me might end with decapitation. That would be so funny. We do have Microsoft Teams in the office, so I could write there. But apparently I'm pretty intimidating as is when I talk to people. I think I'm really making an effort to ask in a nice way. Why have you not met the deadline on this project? What happened? I think I'm being very, very nice, but apparently I scare them shitless. It's both hilarious and incredibly sad because I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be scary. Oh, thank you so much for the bits, Vanya. You guys are incredibly nice. I want to ask, now that we all have our coffee, what is your favorite type of coffee? Is it a light roast, a medium roast, or a dark roast? And what brand? What brand do you usually drink? Because I'm trying to scout some really nice coffee brands. What I have at the moment is good coffee. It's decent coffee. It's a bit of a cheaper brand, which doesn't make it bad necessarily. I always buy it on sale and stuff, but I would like to have some really good beans that I can grind myself, because I do have a coffee grinder, and it would be really, really nice to have something very good. YouTube on stream. Oh dear, how come you haven't met the deadline? Also met the office. You maggot! How dare you fail the one thing you had to do? I have had to tell one of my colleagues, because he sort of functions as the motivator in the office. He sort of functions as the one who makes other people in the office enthusiastic and energetic about the work. The one who sets the mood. And I've had to tell him, okay, well, you can't tell me to tell the workers or to ask the workers what happened, why they haven't met the deadline, because like, if you don't want my type of communication, because I think I've got a very sort of mathematical brain. So I look at a number and I say that's a 5, and I go to someone else and say that's a 5. I don't go and say I don't go and ask, if you put 2 and 2 together, what does that give? Or 2 and 3 together, what does that give? I don't wrap it in cotton. It's a waste of time for me. So I see a piece of information in my Excel sheet, and I go and I ask a person about that information, or I tell the person about that information. I don't use extra words, which sometimes comes across very harshly, but it's just very matter-of-factly. It's just very blunt, and that's how I am. I think that's why I get along quite well with people from the UK, because they also tend to be quite blunt without being mean or anything. That's just how our brains function. But that's not the way to motivate people, apparently. So I've just told my coworker, we'll just have to do it this way. I'm going to tell you the number. I'm going to tell you the information that I have. You can then, with your skills, communicate it out to the coworkers, because you're better than me at doing that. So that's what we're doing. But it really is, I found, quite difficult to navigate in an office environment. I do quite better by myself. It's so much easier. Oh man, it's so much fun playing this character. It's so much fun playing survival. I want to do it more in Shadowlands. I want to do some more dungeons. Everyone's talking about survival as well, because it's got amazing AoE especially in Mythic. And Mythic Plus keys. And here I am talking very mean to people at work because it's all old blonde men who sometimes like to look down at you for being young. Well, that's fine. That's fine. You could be blunt then. They can take it. Oh god, what is going on? I can see your legs. Well, that's hilarious. Mate, you can't skip leg day in the gym. You gotta also work out your legs. You can't just work out your torso, man. What? It reminds me of a character in Jack 2. You know the Jack and Dexter games. There is his name is Core, I believe. He's this big mass of flesh and fat, basically, flying on this little desk. And his design is that he's huge. His upper body is huge. And then he's got these tiny little spaghetti legs hanging underneath. And it gave me associations to him. Set effect really didn't work for survival. Yeah, it's just wildfire bomb all the time. His legs look so weird. I don't know how to feel about life after this. Well, learn your lesson, kids. Don't skip work day. Don't skip leg day at the gym. Remember to run once in a while. Remember to go for walks. Don't just hang out in your little cave and use your arms whenever you have invaders. Actually get up and use your legs. Why? Oh dear. That was great. I don't know what I feel about this transmog. I don't really like it. This cloak just ruins things, to be honest. I want to make it more what's it called? What's the raid called? Sanctum of Domination, like, more so than it is sort of light Kyrian like. Skip any other day, but always show up for leg day. Hate working out other pots. Really? I loved when I went to the gym in Japan. While I was in Japan, the dorm I stayed at had, or the school I stayed at had their own gym. So we had a bunch of different workout machines, and one of them was for the back and the shoulders, the one where you sit on the floor and you pull down this big bar, and you pull it down behind your back, so it's your back, shoulder, and different parts, like your upper back, those wings, you know. I loved it. I miss it so much. It felt so good after having used that. I've never really liked working my arms. I've started doing it again after running, just light weights. I think it's like 4 kilograms I have with the ones I have. I need to look for something heavier because they're not heavy enough. Some 5 kilograms ones would be nice. But I hate it. It's just so repetitive. It's not fun at all. But whereas that one, the bar that you pull down behind your back, you feel like it's right because you're supposed to have like a strong back. So if I ever start working out in the gym again, which I might, because you feel good afterwards, but it's also just expensive to enroll in a gym. If I do that, it should be because of that machine, because of the, I don't know, it's got a name probably. The V muscles on the back. Yeah, it's got a kind of a name for it. But what I also really liked about it is that you also work out your arms. You work out a lot of things with that V muscle workout machine. So you get quite a sort of stable strength in your back. It gave me a lot of confidence in terms of we were doing some rock climbing at this waterfall area. We went to have a bit of a dip, and there were these giant rocks, and I felt very confident in my upper body strength to just climb on these rocks, because I knew I had the core strength, I knew I had the leg strength, and then I also had the back and arm strength, and it just felt amazing. You feel like your body is incredibly light. So I genuinely miss that. I don't miss spending so much time in the gym, but I had the time. It was my second year. My second year in university, and I was just working on my final paper and playing WoW, going for walks, going for runs, and I was actually also too skinny back then, so I needed to gain some weight. And the best way to gain some healthy weight is to eat more and actually work and then run less. So I'd be running less, and then I'd be working out more and trying to eat more. So that was a good time. Bodybuilding was awesome. Now, that's a bit of an overstatement. It's nothing like bodybuilding. I wasn't lifting heavy things. It was I don't remember what the heaviest I lifted was, but it wasn't anything major. And I didn't look that much different to what I look like now. I think my arms are a little bit more spaghetti than they were back then, but I've always had very thin arms. It's my mom's genes. We look very similar in our sort of in our frame. But I'll be working out with one of my fellow students from Africa, and he was lifting more sort of heavy things and was focusing on other areas. But we would be doing, as you say, like leg workout and arm workouts, and it would be a bit different. We'd always sort of include an element of the other parts. So say that there'd be leg day, I would always include just a little bit of arms, just to make sure that there was a balance. Also because I didn't work out every day. I think it was every other day. So okay. Is this the 5th time today? Oh man. It'd be nice not to have to go in here anymore. I should have a look at whether there is if there's any class set I still need from in here, and set that character up to do some runs, even if they're slow. Now that I think about it, I know that I still need the priest set, probably. Sets, Blackrock Foundry. Oh, okay. I should not do this right now. Bomb on me. Ooh. Oh no, I can't click it. It's too close. Can I? I can. Oh, yeah. Blackrock. Okay, something's broken here. That's cloth. Do we have any? Yeah, we do have an operator up. Ooh. This add-on is not happy with the game right now. Damn. I'm gonna close that. We'll have a look at it afterwards, but I'm pretty sure I'm still missing the mage set and the priest set. I don't have a mage character, so that's just not happening. I don't have a paladin character, so that's also not happening. Well, I have sore thighs because I was walking 10 to 15 kilometers to work every day the past 3 days, so I don't want to work out anything right now. Nah, I feel you. I'm also pretty darn sore after the run I had this morning. And I'm making a habit of always taking the stairs when I get home from work, because I've been sitting in the office all day and I'm dying to just move, so I always take the stairs. But that gives you some pretty sore thighs as well. I just want to sit down in front of a PC and feel healthy. Yeah, isn't that nice though? That's the best feeling. I think that's one of the main reasons why I run, because after you run, you feel so good. You feel so healthy and your body is sort of buzzing a little bit. And it's just incredibly comfortable. I had a very long day on Wednesday. I had a long day at work, and then I went for a run afterwards. Then I quickly had something to eat, and then we did raid for the rest of the night. We got some good progress done on the jailer. We didn't get him down. We got him down to 38% though. So the worst phase is the first one, and we tend to have some trouble with that, leaving us with less than a full group for the second phase. But anyway, so I had a really long day that day, and I went to bed just feeling amazing because I'd gone for that run after work, and my body was buzzing, and I fell asleep immediately. It's the best. You can also eat bread and pizza with a good conscience. $38 is pretty nice. It was, but it was with very few people at the end. He goes down pretty fast, I think. If you get to the second and the third phase, he goes down pretty quickly. So we just gotta perfect the first phase is actually our biggest issue, but I think we're getting close to taking him down. It'd be amazing to get him down on Sunday. Fingers crossed. Because then I don't have to think about that anymore. I'll have ahead of the curve. I'll have my mount. And I can start thinking about whether I should try out Mythic, or whether I should just run some alts through it to get the transmog. That's always nice. I need a good chunk of transmog. I was thinking we could do some more raid actually on stream to potentially just some LFR, because I would really like the LFR set on my Demon Hunter. That's actually my favorite color of the Demon Hunter set. The funny thing is, it was one of my favorite sets when we saw it, when we saw the preview of it, so to speak, in the data mining and in the presentations of the sets, where I thought that the DK set was okay. I liked it, and I really liked the Demon Hunter set. But that's the other way around now. So the Demon Hunter set is kind of it's okay. It's a little bit goofy with the big shoulders, but I really like the DK set, which is good because that's my main. And I started doing arenas too with my arena partner. We're back at it, and I would love to get the gladiator set on that character, because it's completely black for DKs. It looks so good. Anyway, I was gonna see if I could show you guys Blackrock Foundry. That's not gonna work for some reason. There we go. Blackrock Foundry. That's this. What about cloth? Do I have to go back? Yeah, I do. Cloth. Blackrock Foundry. There we go. No, the add-on is just not working at the moment. I'm sorry. But I know I need that set. Okay. Done with this side. Back up. So let's see what else I need to do today after the stream. I need to dust off, which could be done today or tomorrow. The last bit of cleaning. I did vacuum the day before yesterday, and that's always a good time when I vacuum before the weekend, so I don't have to think about it in the weekend. It's so nice I don't have to do all the cleaning in the weekend. Guess who's back? Back again. What? What? Yeah, so a bit of cleaning, and the video work, and then shopping. And I gotta split it out between Saturday and Sunday. I think maybe I just gotta decide what I want to have for dinner tonight. Whether I should probably do the burgers tonight, because tomorrow night we have raid, and that starts a bit earlier. Starts at 8. So I can't really enjoy my burger as much as I would today. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, unless I'm too lazy to go out and shop, because that could happen. I do like shopping though. I just don't like walking home with big bags. It's quite a long walk. The Eminem song. This one's back again. What does he sing then? Does he sing Eminem's back? Oh, speaking of songs I don't know, the Office, they always listen to music because that sort of gets them in the mood and energized. And I was in charge of they gave me the music player this last week and asked me to play some music, and I just look at all this stuff, all that's popular in the radio these days. Like, I don't know this music. I don't know what this song is. I don't know it by name at all. Do you really think I should be in charge? Oh, now I've actually got the song that you're talking about in my head. I can hear it. I can hear it. Okay. Oh, of course it's Shady. Of course it's Shady. Tell a friend. Yeah, I got it. I got it in my head now. We hear that in the office too. It's, I mean, I do appreciate when they put on a good Eminem song. It's much better than, in my opinion, some of those lady singers we have these days. Oh, I'm done. Let me get back. Let me get down from here. I was writing down some things yesterday for what I wanted to tell you guys about how my week had gone, and there was one thing where I told myself I should remember this. I should remember to tell them about this experience, and I forgot it. Don't know what it was anymore. Can't have been important then. It really can't have been. Cardi B with WAP hitting the office. Always fun. Oh man. What is, I don't remember that song is called. The Maya He Maya Who song. Whatever that song is called. Yesterday, someone put that on. Someone else was in charge of the music player. And they put that on, but they put on this remix of it. And what I think they did was they didn't put on a playlist of sorts where it was included, but they searched for that name for that song, they put that on, and then the music player just started playing every single remix of this song under the sun. And I could not stop laughing because it sounded like someone had taken the song and then they walked up to a keyboard and then they just pressed all the buttons on the left side, and then the song ended, and then they made a new one where they pushed all the buttons to the right, and it was just one mess after the other, and I couldn't keep a straight face, and I was just Then we thought it was over because there was another song that came on, and then the song came back even weirder. It was just the funniest thing. And I was having the best time I've ever had in that office. Sitting in my corner, finally sort of gaining some color so I didn't become one with the wall anymore, because I was just having a blast. Dragon Steed in Tay or something by Ozone. Yes, the Ozone song. And I really like the Ozone song, but 5 times in different remixes is just not good. Like, they were more and more techno. As we progressed further along, I was so pissed. I was thinking to myself, well, if these people can make remixes and earn money by doing so, so can I. Just give me a keyboard, I'll press all the buttons. Call it a song. Then once in a while we get some what is it called? We don't get Deep Purple really on. But sometimes we get something like Bruce Springsteen or Prince or something on, which is nice to have once in a while, because usually we have these pop music or techno songs. And I sit right by the speakers. Just get blasted off my chair. Okay. Attempt number 30. We're 1/3 of the way. It's demoralized. You will put me in my place. Can you just give me a mount, please? Well, I'll be out of here. I won't disturb you anymore at all afterwards. Boom. And no mount. That is fine. I will leave the character here, actually. And now what? Got 10 minutes left of the stream. I don't think I can do another run. I also don't really have another character set up. Let me just go and have a look at my main and see what they're up to. Oh, I was gonna have a look at my demon hunter. Sorry, I forgot about that completely. Let's go and just see how the reputation looks. Because I just got the Dredger Butler. I really wanted to name Bob, but we couldn't name him Bob. He only had certain remade or pre-made names. Okay, let's see the Ember Court. There's nothing called the Ember Court. What is it then? Is it the Court of Night? No, that's something else. The Avowed is the one. Oh, here we go. The Ember Court. Ah, yeah. So we got different ones, actually. I'm honored at the moment. Okay, so I've done 4 Ember Courts, and I'm honored. So I would think, so 4 is a month. Then maybe 4 more when you got revered, and then 4 more. So yeah, 3 months approximately is a pretty good estimate. And then you get acquainted with these different guests. So you can see I'm still a stranger with Droman, and I still haven't met the accuser at all yet. Let's go have a look, actually, at who I can invite this week, because I haven't done the Ember Court this week at all. Oh, I should go and have a look at my mailbox. Probably got some plants or pots. So this character is my alchemist. So I always send over the mats. This character, let's see. Ember Court this week. I should do some Ember Court today now that I think about it. Who should I invite? I should probably... I do want to invite more grain, and I'd really like to invite this guy from Maldraxxus too, who wants a dangerous environment. Okay, Ember Court. Let us set it up. We can just have a look at it together. I'm not gonna do it on stream, but we can set it up. So, who can I invite? Ooh, I can start inviting Chufa. She wants exciting. Can I have exciting? That's the question. Because otherwise it would be obvious to invite these two because they both want humble and safe. Exciting. Do I have anything that is exciting? I haven't unlocked that many. Nothing is exciting. I guess this Lost Chalice band could be exciting. What do we got for refreshments? Just the two. Relaxing formal. Yeah, so I can't invite Chufa just yet because I haven't unlocked anything exciting. What do we got otherwise? Then we got Cryptkeeper Kazir, who wants formal. That went pretty well last time. Plague Device and Merilith. I would love to have him. Relaxing. Yeah, he wants dangerous. Messy, relaxing. Messy is really easy to get. Relaxing. Excitement level low. And that was what I was trying to do last time. No. Well, we're definitely not doing that because that's clean and safe. We don't want that. Although you can, of course, fail. Yeah, I think I'm going to try messy for once. It's so easy to get messy. I'm just not going to do any kind of cleaning. Good. Fun. This bear is not going to have a good time with these two guys. Oh, man. Okay, so the entertainment should just be atoning rituals. Because we don't want clean. I mean, I guess I could just... Humble and formal. They won't really care. And... Oh. That's messy. That's really messy. It's a messy playground. Messy and decadent. Let's go for the divine desserts. I haven't tried those before. Ah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be an issue though with the relaxing. It's fine. It's fine. All good. I can't open the Ember Court yet because I've got to go invite people. So, who are we gonna invite? We were gonna invite Drillman from Ardenweald. We were gonna invite Merilith from Maldraxxus, and these two duties from Revendreth. But where are they? Rendell and Cuddleface. They're undiscovered. Well, I'll get the two others out of the way, and then we'll see how to get our hands on the others. I'm just gonna they're gonna pop up at some point. I wonder if they're in my Ember Court. That's why I can't see them. Weird. I'm gonna get the other two out of the way. Well, so that's the Ember Court that we'll be setting up. But stream is out for the day. I am gonna get up and get some food because I am hungry at this point. Cuddle face, tentacle face, more like. Such a name. They have names. These dredgers. It's amazing. So I'm gonna be back here on Tuesday with another stream, and there's gonna be, as mentioned in the beginning of the stream, there's gonna be a stream again on Thursday. So we're gonna have two streams next week on the weekdays and one on the weekend. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I haven't exactly planned what we're doing on Tuesday yet. We might be doing some raids, or we might be doing some leveling. That depends on what I feel for. Maybe we'll be doing some anima farming. The world's our oyster. Anyway, thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you so much for keeping me company, and I had a great time, as always. Thank you so much for the bits and for the support, and I hope to see you again on Tuesday. So until then, take care of yourselves and have a really, really great weekend.